Thursday, March 20th. We're shed hunting again. I'm on a smaller, like 30-acre property. I was just taking a video of a really nice rub over there. The thing is massive. But we're walking down the trail and we have the first antler. It's fresh. It's this year's, but it was dropped early, I bet. No brow tine. Looks like it might have been starting one. But super sunny day. It got a little bit colder, so I'm not sweating like I was. Hey, first antler, not a bad one. Found it basically because I walked on it. So I'll keep looking around for his other side a little bit. And I'm just gonna keep heading this trail to the very top of this, elevation point. And then we're gonna head down a south-facing slope over that way. We're gonna see what else we can find. I'll catch you guys later. Different property. Only found one on that first property. This is just a super huge ditch. Big ditch down there. And just all grass. But we came across the first antler. Super old. It's been buried a while. So, antler number one of out here. Looking for his other side, sticking out of the grass somewhere. Not seeing it, probably ain't here. But, here we go. Little foreside. Some nasty stuff on his base. Not a bad little antler, but hoping for bigger for this property. And the property next to it, if I have time to get onto that. There's been some big deer killed out here. We're not very far from where I found those 10 antlers in the last video. But hopefully I can stumble on a few more. That'd be pretty sweet. I'll catch you guys if I find another antler. March 21st. We're on the second property of the day. First property I went to was the one where I found the first shed of the year, that good 5-side. But this property has a good story to it. I'm actually in town right now. Believe it or not. City limits. There's a house right there. This is like Seek 1 type stuff, I guess. But last year, I was coming to work for the guy I used to work for. I found an absolutely amazing shed on the property I was actually just at. But I came in to work and I showed him and he goes, "Oh, I got something better to show you." He shows me an absolute giant of a shed. Just giant shed, like probably 190s, close to 200s for sure. He showed me that shed. I was like, wow. And it was just across the street in his garden that he had. Big shed. I mean, I've heard of people finding sheds in their backyards here. And so he's told me I could go out and search more in the woods. Exactly what I did. And I found an absolute giant. An absolute giant, and then I found another one that was just a little bit smaller, still a good shed, just a little bit smaller. But I started videoing because I actually found one down in this creek. I just got to get over to it. Yeah, I will put the pictures in of what I found in here last year so you guys get some context of why I'm hitting this property in town. Beautiful property. But, ooh, okay. Ooh, that was wet. Looks like a year too old maybe. Solid antler for sure. Yeah, we're gonna keep pushing. Really hope I can find a few more in here. Or just some giants like I did last year. That would be amazing. But we're just gonna hope for the best. Catch you guys when I find an antler. March 24th, doing another shed hunt. Kind of popped down into this creek. I don't know if you guys can see it yet. There's an antler in the mud. Don't look real big. And I don't know how bad this mud's gonna be, but we're gonna lock the camera in. Ooh. Okay, yeah, it's a bit muddy. Deer travel in here a lot more than I would think. But I'm hoping it's not a deadhead. Come on. It's a deadhead. Yeah, we're probably just gonna leave him there. Maybe another day I'll come out and get him, but... So, oh, my phone got really dirty. All that mud splashed up on it, but we're gonna keep pushing. I usually don't find a lot of antlers where I'm at today. Usually find a couple though, for sure. I didn't know that was there. That's pretty cool. I probably walked by that sucker a few times from shed hunting and deer hunting out here. But like always, we're gonna keep pushing. Hopefully we can find some more. It'd be pretty slick. Or not find any more, find an antler. I was really hoping that was a shed, not a deadhead. If it was bigger, I'd strap him to the backpack, but he was really muddy, really wet, and I don't want him. But I'll pick you guys up if I find anything. It is March 27th. I've just walked about 10 miles without finding a single antler until now. But I just found one of my first evers. I found a hanger. Like, this is insane. It's a good deer too. Ow. Okay. I need to set the phone down while I try to get in there. But I'm gonna stop the video because I actually want to get some pictures of this, because I've actually never found anything like this ever. It's my first time. This is crazy. It's hanging on barbed wire fence, dude. Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna shut up and I'm gonna take some pictures of it from back here and up there, and I'll get a grab video for you guys. Sound good? Cool. Wow. That's a freaking brew. Look at the G2s on that guy. Oh my god. Somewhat fresh. Nice brownie. I can't believe it. That's crazy to me. Wondering if his other side's somewhere in there. This is like a really thick spot for him to be jumping through as well. Wow. I've never actually found anything like that. Ever. I'm simply shocked and amazed. And a little pissed off. I've walked about 10.7 miles so far. I haven't found anything. The sign doesn't even look that good in here. But finally got it done. That is my first hanger ever. So we're we're almost back to the truck. So finding an antler, chances of that are pretty slim. I'd have to be honest with you, but maybe I will. And I'm probably not hitting anything else tonight. It's getting pretty late. The sun's almost down. But I do have a property about an hour away. I think like 600 acres of this girl's a really good friend of mine. And she's told me how, well, drop the antler, but she's told me how nobody shed hunts it. Nobody's shed hunted it in quite a few years. Nobody shed hunts it right now, and talked to her parents and whatnot, and her parents said, go for it. So I'm hoping I can get there tomorrow. That would be pretty ideal. So we will either catch you tomorrow or when we find the next antler. Cool. April 5th here in Iowa. Doing another shed hunt. Yeah, it's pretty late to be shed hunting, but I haven't found very many this year. And I have about 500-ish acres that I just got access to, and I was like, I've been told that nobody actually shed hunts it. They bow hunt it and whatnot. But I was hoping I could just come out here and find. I figured I'll either come out here, find not a lot, or I'll find a bunch, but I just came up on 2 deadheads. We're taking one home for sure. But found this guy. And right next to it is this thing. I mean, oh wow. Yeah, so I just broke his antler off. We're gonna try and be careful with it now, but he's got freaking mass on him. I mean, he's not giant by all means. Well, I mean, you don't really know if he's giant. I think he would have been a really nice deer. But just the mass on him is insane. And the moss, he's so pretty. Let's see. I mean, we got kind of what's left of some of his antler, but that's just falling apart in my hands. But we're going to get him strapped up on a backpack. We're going to keep walking. This is property number 1 of 4 to 5-ish. I mean, one's connected. It's just split by a road. But I'll hit them separately, most likely. Hopefully we can get on them today. Super bummed out by this year not finding a lot, but hopefully I can pick up a good amount today, or I'll just pick up some crazy ones or something, or, I mean, if I find one, I'll be happy. Who cares? But we're going to put the phone down and get him in a backpack because it's a little nippy out here. It's like 45 degrees and wind's blowing pretty good. So we're going to get him put in a backpack and we're getting out of here. God, I'm in love with this bug. This bug's pretty cool. So we're going to keep pushing and we'll catch y'all later. Well, made it to the second property of the day. We didn't find anything else on the first property, just besides those 2 dead heads, and I took that one. But we're coming on the first antler of the day. Yeah, I had a really good fight with a little thorn bush. That wasn't very fun. Just dropped it coming into this trail. Just perfect spot for him to drop it. Well, for me to find it anyways. Ooh, we're gonna get out of that. Okay. This nice little 4-side. This year's. He's got good base on him. He's not a lot of mass, so his base goes out pretty wide. Got chewed on a little bit, but it's what you get for going out so late. So hopefully we're gonna search around these woods for a little bit. Maybe there's another side in here. And then we're gonna, there's a lot more to this property. I can't decide what to, should probably flip the camera around for you guys, but there's a lot more to this property over that way. So I think my plan is to just walk the rest of this. We're just in a skinny finger that goes all the way down. We're gonna walk the rest of this finger, come back around, get in the truck, drive around the gravel road and go to the other side. So maybe eliminate a little bit of walking and whatnot. But first antler of the day always gets me going. So hopefully we can find a few more. That'd be sweet. We're gonna keep pushing and I'll catch you guys later. We're on the third property of the day, smallest property by far. Just a lot of CRP, a little bit of timber. I mean, none of that's the property, but it's all CRP. Coming up on the second shot of the day. Real small guy, broken off. Just found him under this tree. I don't know if it's probably traveling, could have been bedding, I don't know. But, he broke off. Could be a good deer one day. Oh, I'm already exhausted today. I'm really hoping I can find some more. You know, the other sides around does not look like it is. We're just gonna, like usual, I guess, we're gonna keep pushing. And hopefully I can pick up another antler or two. That'd be pretty freaking sweet. I imagine that all the antlers out here, oh, it's a stick. It'd be cool if I chipped on an antler, but it was just a stick. It'd be pretty cool if they could burn this property. I imagine in the CRP you'd find hundreds of antlers over the years. That is a really good spot for them. You can see about all the trails and all the beds I've already seen that they're in here. But second antler of the day. I'll put the phone down. We're gonna keep pushing. Hopefully we can stumble on a couple more. Well, I'm driving to the fourth property of the day. It's about 5 o'clock, so we'll have close to a few hours to hit it. A little bit less, but sun's starting to come up. I didn't bring any sunglasses. Not a big fan of that. I did just have 3 deer jump the road in front of me. One, it'd be cool if I got this on camera, but one was still holding. It was a small buck for sure. He was very white though. Very white. It looked like he still had both sides, but I mean, it's April 5th. I don't expect to see that very often. So I kind of turned down the gravel road hoping that I could see him, but I don't know, I guess he was gone. I mean, I saw where they went in the woods at, but yeah, it's probably the last shutdown of the year. We're gonna probably wrap it up after the day, get into other stuff. Maybe finding some mushrooms, shooting some turkeys, going fishing, getting some stuff like that. Have fun with it. But I'll pick you guys up when we get back to the fourth property. Cool.